Does physical pain fit into one or more of the elements? That's a really good question, because when there's physical pain, we can apply the 4 elements meditation to the pain and examine it and see, are any of these elements apparent to me? Is there a predominance of one or the other? And honestly, I think it could be any of the elements and all of the elements in any particular experience of physical pain. So we can see, is there a sense of pressure, heaviness, or pushing against? Is there earth element present in this experience of discomfort? Is the water element present? Is there a sense of flow or pulsation or throbbing? Is fire element present? Is there burning? Is it burning? Does it feel numb and cold? More often, probably heat. The heat aspect of fire element would be present. Is there air element present? And this one can be very helpful, actually, because oftentimes there'll be a predominance of earth element and maybe heat, fire element. But if we bring in the question, can I experience earth element here? Then sometimes we can see how pain is moving. It's not a static thing. It can often feel that way. It can feel very solid, solidified, something like a knot or an obstruction or a great kind of mass of pain. But if we bring in the question, earth element, is earth element present? Then there can be sometimes a sense of pain actually is something that's moving, that's coming and going, like a vibration, there's a certain amount of kind of flexibility in there. We can try, to look at pain in all these ways. And in the process of doing that, of directing the mind towards a contemplation like the 4 elements contemplation, we're already stepping back to a certain extent from being the pain. And often when we're really immersed in a painful feeling, we can be kind of swamped in that, drowning in that, completely identified with that, in short. So to bring in a contemplation of any kind where we're looking at it more kind of clinically, we can start to divide and dissect, explore around the edges of a painful area, and then start to penetrate into a painful area and see what's really going on. And the more we apply attention in this way, the more we can see change. Actually, we'll notice that there's arisings and passings within that experience. The more we apply our attention, the more we almost divide it up, the experience can become many different things. Time can almost seem to slow down. It's a wonderful focus, actually, for the mind if we have a sore area, if we can stay present to it and examine it, investigate it. And using the 4 elements is definitely a way of doing that, considering the 4 elements. How do I experience them right here? The other thing to just mention about painful feelings, is that sometimes when we're meditating and we're in a lot of pain, it can be helpful to give ourselves a break. And that doesn't mean necessarily having to stop meditating. It may mean changing posture. It may mean moving around. That's fine. But it may not even mean that. It may just require a shift of attention away from the pain. So sometimes it's good to investigate thoroughly, and sometimes it's good to just alleviate by shifting the attention and directing it to a part of the body that's not in pain. So sometimes if I'm sitting and I've got a pain in my foot, say, and it's really throbbing, beating away, very uncomfortable, but I kind of know I'm not doing myself any harm. There's no damage being done. It's just pressure. It's just earth element. There's some water element. There's heat. I can be with this for a while, for a while, and then I start to feel, actually, I'm losing my sense of well-being here. I'm beginning to feel really kind of bogged down in this. That could be a time to just bring the attention to, say, the top of the head or the palms of the hands, and just let it rest there. Oh, it's cool. It's cool here. There's more air element. There's a tingling. There's a sense of peacefulness right here. There's nothing dramatic going on. And one can actually have a break, and still be meditating, still be very conscious, very aware, but just let the pain go for a while. Direct the attention to something else, and it'll be maybe niggling away in the background, but we can actually look away and attend to some other part of the body for a while, and then maybe come back and investigate again. So we can work in this way, looking at the pain, examining, using the 4 elements practice to kind of divide and dissect and investigate what's actually happening here. And then at other times we can just have a break and see what's happening elsewhere in the body, or watch the breath, so forth.